Hi there, thank you very much for clicking on my video. So today I'm going to be talking about the Kingrinder K3 hand grinder. I've been meaning to do this video for some time, so here it is. Okay, so this is how it's going to work. We're going to go through the grinder and we're going to grind up some coffee, and we're going to make some coffee using the Flair Neo with the regular portafilter basket. Here we go. So I've already got my water on, so I'm going to actually start prepping up the Neo before we go into the grinder. So I need to preheat my water chamber, which is there. So I'm just going to drop it on top of a boiling mocha pot base. It can sit there. My hot water is ready. Excuse me. I use filtered water from Sprinkler because I'm based in Thailand. So that's the sort of water that I use. Okay, so what's the Kingrinder all about? For those who've never heard of it, it's kind of a bit of a copy. A lot of people say rip-off. I don't really like the word rip-off. For me, rip-off indicates that they put JX Pro on the side, sell it for half the price, and not really care about the quality. I like the word inspired. Inspired is good, in the same way that certain things are inspired by other things. This is inspired clearly by JX Pro. Again, there's some talk that maybe there's some employees that have gone over. I don't know. Anyway, it's full aluminium. It's really tough. It's quite large. It's got this lovely, really sort of sticky rubber handle for a good grip, and it's got a screw-on catch cup at the bottom. It retails, got some notes here, at in Thai baht 2,995. That's 92 US dollars or 68 pounds in sterling. So it's about half and a little bit of a JX Pro, which I believe retails about 7,500 bahts here in Thailand. I could be wrong. I'm not sure about US dollars because I work in Thai baht. So as you unscrew it, it has, say, an aluminium catch cup. It has a plastic lid, which I'm not a massive fan of. I don't know many of them do. It's full aluminium inside. It's got some lovely smooth sealed bearings. And it's a stainless steel shaft running through. Then as we turn it over, it has a simple stepped grind adjustment there, and it has a total of 40 clicks per rotation in increments of, so there's nine numbers. It goes from 0 to 9, so 10 numbers effectively, and then there's 4 clicks per number, which makes it 18 microns per click, which is pretty good. Again, I'm going to compare it to JX Pro because it's a very popular grinder, and that is 12.5 microns per click. And then I'm also going to compare it to the Comandante, which people say is the benchmark. So the Comandante is actually 30 microns per click, unless you upgrade to the red click device, which brings you in at 15. So it's not far off the Comandante in that respect, in its sort of grind adjustment sizes. But obviously, as we know, the Comandante is way beyond the price point of the Kingrinder, maybe even the JX range, or the ones espresso range as well. So it's very compatible with espresso grinding, as well as I like to use pour overs, and I've got French press and everything else, and it's pretty versatile. Okay, what makes this unique, what makes this interesting and special, I think, is that it has titanium coated burrs, which are designed to lengthen the life of those burrs to give them a good grind quality for a longer period of time. It's really quite quick, which you're about to find out as well. Okay, so I'm going to put it together. A little plastic lid, as I say, not a fan of that because it's starting to show a few scratches, but it's okay, it is what it is. And it uses a little rubber band to hold that in place. And then it comes with this really nice large wooden handle. It's quite comfortable to hold. It's very, very, very smooth indeed. You get the point. It's very, very smooth indeed. And you can also, if you choose to, you can use a powered screwdriver thing on it, but it's not really for me. I've got an electric grinder for my pour overs and the like when I'm at home, which I use that one regularly as well. So we are going to use 13 grams of beans from the Cherry Dog roasters. I did have a little topic on that on the brew Brew with Flair, I think it is, Facebook page. So hunt out my name and you'll find that little topic as well. That did get quite a few interesting comments on that particular bean and my thoughts on it at the time. Okay, here we go. 13 grams of beans at a setting for espresso, so quite fine. If you're asking how many clicks I do, 65 I think it's 65, might be 64, 65. But I found a lot of times that I do make very small adjustments through a bag of beans. I might make a brew on a fresh bag and I'll be on one setting. And then as I'm using that bag, it normally lasts about a week in my house. I'd have made one or two adjustments as I've gone through. Maybe I want to make it a little bit of a longer shot, shorter shot, or I'm finding a flavour that is unpleasant maybe perhaps. We are 45 seconds. There we go, that's about 45 seconds. 45 seconds. Yeah, you can probably do it in 32 seconds on your grinder, and that's wonderful. 45 seconds. That's a good time for me. Clear. Okay, so there we go. I've got my little basket there. I've got my cone. I like to measure, even though I've measured the beans into the grinder, I like to measure them out the grinder as well. I always find that very interesting to see if there's any retention. So 13 went in. Oh, we've lost 3 grams of coffee. Cannot have that. Now I did clean this grinder. 0.3 grams, not 3 grams. I did clean this grinder recently. And I know you get a little bit of hold back. 0.3 grams we need. 0.3. Here we go. Oops. 0.5. 0.3. There we go. Okay. Should we do one more for luck? There you go, one more for luck. Awesome. Little handle. Cannot have the wrong number. There we go. Cool. Stick that on there. There we go. Awesome. Great stuff. Give it a tap down. Got my little WTT tool. WDT. Distribution technique. Wise man, I believe. Anyway. This is a very light roast bean. So I'm really focusing on making sure that my prep is spot on. So I've got a boiling pot there with my water chamber. And I'm about to put my kettle back on to bring it up to temperature. Nice little stainless steel tamper there. It's beautiful this. I got this just recently off a chap on Facebook Marketplace. Really nice it is. A little bit of a turn. I feel a bit pro when I do that. Not sure if it makes a difference to the coffee. And then we get, I don't know if you can see this, I'm going to show you anyway. You get these lovely spirals again. Might make no difference whatsoever, but I like it. Okay, shower screen, let's not forget that. Oops, my little funnel on the bottom, stick that on there as well. Get rid of this, we don't need any of that. Right, okay, here we go. So, I've got my cup. Now, I like to pull quite long shots. I pull 13 grams in, and I pull 39 out, which is 3 to 1. And that's how I like to drink my coffee. So, here we go, let's stick that on. That's really hot. Okay, let's switch that off. Let's take that off. So I actually use the little mocha pot here, and it balances just lovely on top as well. Alright, my water is at 100 degrees. It's been sitting there nice and comfortable. Here we go. So it's a very light roast, so we want to make sure we're getting our prep on point. Pour that in. Okay. And we need our plunger. And stick that in. Pop. We're going to go on, and we're going to time our shot as well. So it's a very long shot, so I like to take a very gentle push first of all, so I get that first drip. Now pre-infusion is an interesting one. Once you see that first drip, you've effectively infused your coffee. You may not have infused all of it, but you've infused it because the water's made it all the way through that bit. Hold it for 1 to 2 seconds, and I'm going to start. Put the pressure on, and go. Okay. So unfortunately I've got my Flair, I'm doing Flair today, just on the edge of my table, which isn't ideal. It's not ideal. I do not recommend this. I've put this in the wrong position. We're going to run that all the way through to 39. Done. Got my little catcher cup thing. I'm going to use that one today. Oh, catch those drips. Brilliant. And there we have it. A lovely looking cup of coffee. Lovely smelling cup of coffee. Let's give that a wee stir. A lovely tasting coffee. So the coffee is Cherry Dog, as I said before. Now when I purchased this and made a brew, I honestly thought this was flavoured coffee. I thought it had some sort of oils added to it or something to create some flavours. But the topic has been discussed on Brew with Flair. And a chap who actually lives here in Thailand also purchased a bag of this as well. And we had a bit of a topic debate about this. And we both come to the conclusion, or certainly he's helped me make up my mind, that actually it's not flavoured. But the flavour notes are chocolate, cherry, vanilla, creamy, nice body. And you can definitely focus on the chocolate cherry side of the bean. It's very, very distinguished flavours, which is really, really nice. So there we have it, an espresso made using the Kingrinder K3 with a little plastic tap, and so it comes with a wooden handle as well. Just like that. There's many in the range, the K1 all the way, or the K0, all the way up to the K6. And some of them are quite similar. So the K3 and 4 are very similar. They have exactly the same burr system. But the K4 has a external adjustment, which gives you a slightly finer adjustment per turn. And the K6 and 5 are similar. Again, it has an external and internal. And then there's the K4. No, the K4, K5. The 2. I don't know the 2 and the 1. I haven't really done that much research. Anyway, Kingrinder, check it out. Thailand, it's available through Coffee Routine, from Coffee Routine. I know it's available around Southeast Asia. I don't know about the US and the European markets. Probably Amazon or something similar. I like it. Any questions? Find me on Brew with Flair on Facebook, Michael David, and I will happily answer all your questions for that. Thanks very much again for clicking on my video. I hope you enjoyed this and the other couple of videos I've got up. And I'll be making some more very soon. Thank you.